NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Evans gets it again on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the right, and Skoranek is there. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Evans running straight ahead. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. To throw from his end zone. Dobbs. And complete to Zach Ertz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line. Here we go. Pass all 80.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Zach Pascal high in the air to bring it in. And the Cardinals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Stafford on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And a catch right side by Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down at Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Again, it's Stafford. Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Puka Nakua, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbs to throw. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Dobbs. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Connor up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 5. Here's Connor on the read option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good pickup by Connor, such an easy player to root for. And in 2022, he really meant a great deal to the Cardinals offense with almost 800 yards rushing. His veteran presence, invaluable as they went through a bunch of changes on offense.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Throwing here, Dobbs. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. A little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An option handoff given to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Dobbs. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Evans running behind center. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Dobbs is throwing. Got his man. It's Dortch. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. Here now, 2nd and 4. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Dobbs' throw taken in by Pascal. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Dobbs to throw. And it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Connor on the read option. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Prater's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Williams now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Stafford. Oh, Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
It's a room to maneuver.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Second down and 6 now.
Again, it's Connor. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On third down, it's Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
takes the knee. Second and 11. They run behind center with Connor. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. So it's a win here for the Arizona.